warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Siti Afika binti Ahmad Munir and my matrix number is 049858. Corruption is a wide phrase for workplace wrongdoing. The Malaysian Anti-Corruption Commission (MACC) defines bribery as the act of accepting or giving bribes as a reward or inducement for an individual for doing or not doing something related to official duties. This report provides information regarding the effect of corruption, discovering the initiatives taken to curb corruption, and Malaysia's performance in the Corruption Perception Index.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Fatin Adila binti Suhaimi. My magic number is 040970. For the problem statement, this article gives an overview of Malaysian corruption. A survey that was conducted by the Malaysian Anti-Corruption Commission (MACC) found that the issue of corruption and abuse of power in the country was at a alarming level. This is also one of the risks that Malaysia has to face. The question arises, why do individuals manipulate the system and procedure provided? Why use the discretionary power to the advantage of himself and the third parties? Why do influential individuals interfere in a matter? Therefore, the problem statement in this report is, we would like to discover the cause of corruption in corporate governance and the effectiveness of anti-corruption plan that has been implemented. This is because corrupt practice is becoming more prevalent among the upper class, and if left unchecked, it will bring a hard loss to the country. The Anti-Corruption Plan Report 2019 to 2023 found that corruption occurred due to administrative failure, conflict of interest, internal control awareness and non-compliance, lack of transparency, as well as lack of support and awareness of corruption crimes. So, this adverse effect has diverted the government's attention to find effective measures to curb corrupt practice with a new anti-corruption initiative in Malaysia.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Rabiatul Adawiyah binti Roslan, matric number 049463. We have three objectives for this report. First is to determine the effect of corruption practice in Malaysia. Research has shown that corruption lower the quality of public infrastructure and bias in government expenditure. There was a study where they found evidence that support corruption lowers the quality of road and increase the number of electricity interruption. Additionally, they found a significant negative impact of corruption on public revenue. Corruption also exists in the share of tax revenue in GDP. For the expenditure side, Mauro found clear evidence that corruption results in a lower government expenditure on education. On the other hand, corruption tends to increase military spending significantly. Second objective is to analyze the initiatives that are taken to prevent the issue of corruption. It is said to be a norm in Malaysia that whenever a new minister takes over, they establish a new plan for reform and new agency to implement and coordinate those reforms. However, sometimes the new plan comes without proper assessment of the status and performance of the previous one. For example, the establishment of new bureaus investigation (NBI) that replaced the Anti-Corruption Agency (ACA) due to the weakness that ACA had. The last objective is to study Malaysia's performance in Corruption Perceptive Index. Since the first publication of Corruption Perception Index in 1995, the Corruption Index has been cited in thousands of newspapers articles almost on a daily basis. Corruption Perception Index has contributed toward the formations of global movement and awareness about corruption.
I will explain about the hypothesis. A hypothesis is a statement or idea made by a researcher regarding the underlying problem in the research. It provides a direction of a study such as the variable of interest, a method of sampling, and the type of statistical analysis to be performed.
hypothesis is considered as an intelligent guess or prediction that give a direction to researcher to answer the research question. This study is designed to examine the insights of anti-corruption in Malaysia. We could know the research either effects, initiative or some corruption performance index. In this study, the type of research hypothesis could be a simple and statistical or null hypothesis. A simple hypothesis is predicting the relationship between single dependent variable and the single independent variable. In this study, for example, the effects of corruption influence the initiative of anti-corruption in Malaysia. Next is about null hypothesis. It states a positive or negative statement to support the researcher finding that there is a relationship or not between two variables. I want to give 4 hypotheses based on the study and the problem statement that can be predicted in the research. The first one is there have a negative relationship between the corruption and the economic investment and the government revenues and expenditure. Second, there have a relationship between the effect of corruption and the corruption performance index level in Malaysia. Third hypothesis is there are significant and not significant between the corruption and the initiative that the country have done. Lastly, the corruption make a huge impact to the country and the whole world. To conclude, the hypothesis might be various that we can be predict the statement and the idea of the research. So it is determining our point of view and the last result that we can make.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Syafiqah binti Ahmad Zahir. My matric number is 049402. So what we can discuss about anti-corruption initiative in Malaysia. First of all, we need to know that corruption is a major issue among public institutions, being highest among police, government and parliament. And of course, corruption will give the negative impact to a country's economic development. Besides the recession of economic growth, corruption also affects the quantity of money available for poverty reduction. So to prevent this from continuing, we should to deal with corruption by the initiative which are collaborating with the motivated leader. Let's say the Malaysian Anti-Corruption Commission (MACC) should not be work alone in the fights against corruption, but the individual too play an important role in incubing the corruption. If we detect the corruption behavior in the public or private sector, we must need to provide an information to the Malaysian Anti-Corruption Commission (MACC). Next is develop the ethical value and the importance of integrity. The importance of integrity and ethical value should also be started at a young age school level, because corruption has a major consequences for the country and has negative impact on our attempt to promote integrity. So from the overall of discussion, corruption is not only cancerous, but it is also immoral, unethical, illegal in many creeds, communities, cultures, civilizations, and country too. That's all from me. Thank you.
Following the Boost to Governance Reforms 2018, Malaysia's anti-corruption efforts received a major boost in 2018 with the election of the Pakatan Harapan government that came to power with the promise of a clean, accountable and transparent regime that resonated well with people following the 1MDB scandal. The National Anti-Corruption Plan (NACP) outlines the government's strategies and measures around combating corruption, strengthening governance, integrity and transparency in government operations. There are some key changes with some early results. Malaysia's performance on international indicators and rankings on governance, accountability and transparency have improved as a result of some of these reforms and other ongoing efforts. Malaysia has also been recognized for its efforts to pursue corporate governance reforms and broader institutional reforms that complemented the anti-corruption and governance reforms agenda. The Malaysian government's resolve to take swift action on corruption scandals is ongoing, as can be seen from some of the high-profile cases that are being pursued. As a conclusion, the Malaysian Anti-Corruption Commission MACC has completed 29 of the 115 initiatives in the National Anti-Corruption Plan NACP 2019 to 2023 as of December 31st last year. Acknowledging that coordinated efforts are crucial to ensure holistic preventative measures for corruption, Malaysia has robbed in the involvement of various key stakeholders as lead agencies to implement the initiatives under the NACP. Necessary strategies need to undergo to strengthen the effectiveness of public service delivery in Malaysia and thus decreasing Malaysia's corruption record.